because I do it every time.
All right, guys, this is the Cloud9 podcast, season 2, episode 6. So I was going to have an episode before the main group stage actually plays, where we talked about the playing stage BO5s, and we actually predicted for the main stage group games because the teams were already filled up. But we'll just do that today. Obviously, it's going to play out the same way, but at least today we have a sample size of the day one of the main group stage event for Worlds 2021. The headlines for this week are, hey, Chovy Life Esports is disgusting. Damwon Kia, Clap FPX, and Cloud9 try to win the game and then fail miserably. That's pretty much the sign of life you get out of that one. But so how do you guys feel about today's games? How do you guys feel about Worlds so far?
Oh, it was just stompy. It's like all the games. It's either none of the games came down. Like the only close game was the Team Liquid one a little bit, but it was just stompy. Just very, very stompy. It was just. It was. I don't know if it's just like people had a bad read on the meta or scrims or whatever, but none of the games were close at some point. Like at one, maybe it was down one kill, and then all of a sudden it'd be like you'd see 6-4, and then the enemy team 3 minutes later would be up 15-4, and you knew the game was over. So that's what the games were like today.
I'm not excited at all right now. God.
You're not excited at all.
There's no really team that stands out right now for me.
Oh my goodness.
Winning it.
You guys are just like
I have RGE winning it, so that's
yeah. RNG, like, if I know this year we kind of dialed back on ranking the world's teams and the players and stuff. I mean, pretty sure most people's top 5 teams going into the World Championship this year was Damwon, FPX, RNG, EDG, and T1. Those would be most people's top 5, right? Give or take, however you're gonna fucking do your own rankings and shit. But FPX and Damwon should be in your top 5 no matter what going into the event. And they're in the same group, so if both of them make it out, they don't play each other until maybe the finals again, And if, it's weird how everyone always says, this is a preview of the finals or some shit like that. Every single time that's happened, Korea's always smacked around that team. Remember that happened with EDG and SKT back in 2015, where they smacked around EDG being in their group? Then it happened again a few years more after that. It seems like Korea always does a little bit better than the LPL and BO1s randomly. If there's a faded matchup to happen to the very end or some shit, but I don't know.
Their aggressive play style doesn't really intimidate them. I don't think that's why.
And there is a little bit of news that we're going to cover as well today. And I also screwed over my pick'ems too, because right when I saw this news, my pick'ems were already locked because the timeline in the Riot thing was already locked for me. And I was like, all right, this is fucking stupid. All right, this is fucking dumb. Really? So, yeah, it's about Fnatic, one of Warren's teams, actually, and Sean's teams, actually. Apparently, Upset is not playing at Worlds 2021. As an update for any of you guys who are going to watch this that haven't been paying attention to Worlds 2021 so far, the reason why you are not seeing Upset at Worlds is because he had a family emergency and he headed back to Germany or Berlin or wherever they said he's heading back to. So they are playing with their Fnatic Rising ADC Bean. And I'm pretty sure if I had saw that before my pick'ems, I would have put out Hanwha Life to get second place in the group. I put RNG, Fnatic, Hanwha, and PSG Talon. That's all I had for that group. So if obviously I had a chance to see it before, I would have switched them around. So
I put PSG now.
So how do you guys feel about the upset news? Do you think that actually does nail the coffin for Fnatic's chances of getting out of this group? Actually,
depends if he comes back in time.
They said he won't. They said it's most likely he won't. Actually, that's the thing.
I think it honestly, I don't think Bean is a. By the way, were there any people in chat spamming Beaner when he was doing bad?
Oh no, that would be disgusting. I mean, the League community would do that shit though. They really would. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Nemesis put out something on the Discord, which I'm gonna bring up in a moment. But I don't know. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, don't you usually have a lot to say? I do, but like what Nemesis said, like I'm not saying he's not entitled to his opinion. I'm not saying he is wrong because he did play in Fnatic before, but it just seems very unlikely, that this is a cover for something, a big scandal, some shit like that. I'm pretty sure something happened though. Like Upset has been trying to get, to Worlds for years, ever since he came into the EULCS back in like 2018 when he was on Challenger trying to get into the league. So like I doubt he would this is all just some sort of like big conspiracy theory fucking hoax or some bullshit where maybe he didn't have faith in his team during scrims and then like they had like some sort of big argument and then he just like left and they put out a PR statement, family tragedy. Now, you can choose to believe whatever you want to believe. I just don't believe it based off the pedigree of this player, and he's only talked about just going to Worlds, though. Even more than winning domestically, Upset has always talked about going to Worlds, So why would he just like completely sabotage going to Worlds his first time and playing on the world stage to prove he's like a Worlds caliber ADC to just like for a family tragedy? I'm pretty sure something happened though. So that's just me personally. I'm not saying what Nemesis said is wrong because I've never played in Fnatic, so I wouldn't know. But he would obviously because he did play for them for 2 years. So, what do you guys think actually about what Nemesis said? Do you guys think it's some sort of like hoax and they're just making some bullshit, or you think it's like legitimate? Like Upset did have a family tragedy, that's why he had to go back.
I mean, even you can go first.
I mean, I swear when I read it said it's a possibility. It's like for the group stage, but that means if they make it, he might be. But again, I don't know. He's been trying for years. I don't think this is like something that he like. Why would you come? Like it just doesn't logically. It doesn't make sense. Just off of logistics, right? He's been trying for like what since he got into at the time EU to LEC, switcheroo to just say, no, I don't want to do this. That doesn't make sense. That's like every player wants to participate at Worlds. Why would you just go there not to play? That's stupid. So,
yeah, dude, that's my thing is like, why would anybody assume it would be something bad? That just goes to show you how like, I'm not saying hateful people are, but it's just like, why would you automatically assume the worst thing? And I'm not saying like orgs always tell the truth because they're not obligated to tell you the truth though. They could literally lie to you. You're still gonna be their fan regardless. Even if Fnatic were to like to prove that they're like lying and it comes out, leaks came out that they're lying, it wouldn't matter though because they would still have a shitload of fans. Like, are you guys gonna stop being Fnatic fans because they fucking maybe lied about this?
No.
It's not like it's gonna matter, But yeah. I really honestly think something happened though. I just couldn't fathom in my brain a player like Upset, right? Wanted to be at Worlds for so long and then completely just going like, you know what? I'm just gonna do some bullshit during scrims and have like the org put out some BS PR statement and then I'm fucking gonna be, going back to home. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it is a possibility, I think, with the type of person he is, but I don't believe it. And even if it was the case,
and they've had much more dire situations than this, remember? Like, during spring, they got 5th. They got knocked out by fucking Schalke. And then during this split that we just played with the LEC, they had a role swap jungler. They did pretty well beginning, right? And then they had a little stumbles here or there. They had a miracle run to the finals. They made the finals after having a roster that probably should have gotten 5th place on paper, right? So it's like all that hard work just to throw it away over like maybe in scrims they were doing so bad against like whoever the fuck they were facing, like RNG, and they didn't have faith in each other. Like, come on, that's crazy talk.
Yeah, I don't believe anything Nemesis says anyway. He's like blackmailed from the LEC.
Overrated player that people just gassed up because he was on Fnatic, dude.
I mean,
like I never thought.
Good,
well, I never thought Nemesis was terrible. Just the way people just gassed him up was weird. It's like like people like, oh my god, well, Humanoid and Larson weren't as good as him when. Because first of all, like look who was on Nemesis's team though. Like, do people not understand League is a team game? Like, I could be an individually fantastic player though, but that also could be because I have fantastic pieces around me too. You know, me and my friend always go back and forth with Nemesis. He doesn't think he thinks he's actually legitimately good, but I'm like, he's okay. You know, like it's something like fans never ever admit. Like a player could be just okay. Like he's an okay player though. It was shown on the world stage. He's an okay player. You know, did he perform well in 2019? Yeah, he performed above expectations. Well, it doesn't mean he was good. You know, so that's just how I see him personally. There's gonna be one more piece of news before we get right into the playing stage BO5s and the main stage event.
Yeah.
Reckless is trending on Twitter right now. Did he announce he's leaving G2 or some shit?
Yeah, it's already
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah. We'll get into that right now. Okay. If you guys know me, obviously, you know, G2 for life, obviously, you know. And it pretty much just confirmed all of the news that me and Warren talked about in shows for the last couple of weeks. You know, G2 obviously, you know, moving on from their pieces that they've had for so long. Remember, Yankos and Wonder have been with G2 since 2018, along with Grabs. The same three people that got G2 to their first ever semifinals appearance at Worlds, right? Because you know what's so crazy about that? It's when they had really good players like Zen and Mithy and fucking Trick. Well, Trick kind of fell off around weird times, but you guys get my point, though. What's the top player they had before? Expect, right? Remember when they had good players and couldn't get out of group stage? But when they got worse players, they got out of the group and then managed to make top 4. That's just weird. That is just so weird how that worked. And then they finally got a group stage, right? They pulled off one of the biggest upsets in league history by beating RNG in that quarterfinal match. They got, you know, fucking anally destroyed by IG, but, you know, IG was way better than them, so I don't know who predicted G2 to beat them, because I for sure fucking didn't, you know, but after that, they get Caps, they get Mickey X, obviously, they upgrade their roster, they have this, like, Cinderella year in 2019, where the only thing they don't win is Worlds 2019, obviously, because they lost to FPX, and in theory, FPX were also better than them that year, but people don't watch the LPL, so it's really hard to tell it to people, but you guys get my point, though, right? Because you guys watch the LPL. And then in 2020, obviously, doesn't go as well for them. They still make top 4 at Worlds. They have that embarrassment with Damwon just butt-fucking them. Fastest game of Worlds history. And then you have this year where they bring in Reckless. It doesn't work out. Fun fact for you guys, I even looked at it myself. I knew I was telling the truth. I watched all the games. G2 only won a single best of 5 with Reckless. That was against Schalke in the spring. Because after that, they lost to Rogue. That means, and then they lost to, I think, Mad Lions after that, and they lost. Like, they lost outright in spring after they defeated Schalke. Then in the summer, they lost to Mad Lions. Then they lost to Fnatic, actually. They lost every single best of 5 with this roster, except for one, against a team that was literally, that shouldn't have even been where they were, right? That is really, really disturbing. The fact that a team of that caliber completely failed. So I just want to know about you guys. Why do you guys think G2 failed this year with Reckless? Keep in mind, they only won a single best of 5 with Reckless. One. It was against a team with Abadage still on it. And also Gilius, back when Broken Blade was, like, you know, breaking his back trying to carry Schalke fucking with, like, Darius and shit, you know?
They just didn't have a good shot caller. You could tell in the games.
Is that it? Is that all you think it was?
I mean, and they didn't have that clutch factor when they're in, like, tight situations with Perks leaving. I mean, like,
they were just always overrated.
Okay, Sean's just smoking crack. Okay.
And then Wonder just seemed like he wasn't like the Wonder of 2018, 2019.
Well, everyone is always pitting that on Reckless, though, right? Everyone's like, it's all Reckless. I don't think Reckless caused all their issues, though. But I did think he did cause a issue. One, Reckless cannot adapt for shit. He's adapted, like, once in his career. Well, that's when he was playing, like, Kennen there at 1-1 split, where he was, like, legitimately the MVP. Because I don't think he should have got MVP when he did this year. I thought there was much better players. Like, I thought Treats on SK Gaming was an MVP quality player, you know, over Reckless. But, like, do you guys know I like the group we have on Twitter for my other channel, right? Like, we just talking shit, right? So, factor like this in. What if I brought someone in that doesn't vibe well at all at us? Like, they just don't vibe well at all, period. that would throw off a dynamic though, because like most of the G2 players are kind of they're just like laid back and chill people, but they do take the game seriously when they're playing, obviously, right? Now, what if you bring in a person that's just not fun to be around? I'm not saying Reckless is a bad person. What I'm saying is like their personality does not mesh with his, right? So directly, you are going to have a conflict because these players are not going to mesh with this guy because of the way he portrays himself. That's not who they are, and that's going to come off weird, and that's going to, go in a way of like, okay, the vibe is just all off. Like, even if you guys go and watch their the comms or like their content, there's a reason why Reckless is not there, right? Because I know the new content G2's put out, they were like, well, Reckless is in Sweden. There's a reason for that. Why would people not assume this shit or not even like think about it? There's a reason why they recorded videos without Reckless there, because this synergy of the team is just not there. The vibe is just not there. Reckless himself does not vibe very well with these players. That's why it doesn't work out. And for people to say, oh my god, just give it another year, just give it another year. No, you don't give it another year. I'll explain why you don't give it another year. The league season begins when? January, right? So you get your team in the off season, Christmas, holiday, Thanksgiving, blah, blah, blah. January starts. Teams get together. They scrim. They play all of spring. And G2 always makes playoffs, so they're playing all of playoffs normally. Then, obviously, after that, the team goes to MSI. Maybe, that's also a lot of games to play. But they're playing a lot of spring, right? Spring playoffs, potentially MSI. You guys get my point. Summer, all summer games. Summer playoffs. Depending on how far you go in summer in the playoffs, that's where you stop at. Then after that, you also have Worlds, if you make Worlds. Not counting scrims, solo QD players are playing. So you don't just give it another year. I don't know if people give it another year. No, you don't just give it another year. That's a good amount of time to figure out if this is going to work out. The only person I don't think they should have kicked was Nielsen, because he literally just got there, which is kind of like, okay, that guy you probably should have kept. Just for him, he should have got another split for himself, because he literally just got there though. He shouldn't have been like emboldened with the play, with like what was already there. He should have been part of what's going to be new. So that's how I see it personally. But let me bring up this right here with this on my screen. I think it's screen 1, right? No, it's going to be on, this is screen 2. Screen 2. What the fuck? Oh my god, I forgot. I'm on Firefox right now really quickly.
Nice.
I'm on Firefox, so I can't share audio. So let me jump out. You guys just talk to each other for a quick second, okay? I'm gonna just jump into another thing, just like my dad, okay? Be right back. Half a second.
Oh, so he's never coming back. Okay.
What do you mean?
God, who was their bot lane in 2018 G2? It was Danik, and I forgot the
G2.
Yeah, it was Danik for the support.
No. For G2, so. No, it was Mickey X. Been there since 2018.
19.
What?
He was on Misfits before, remember?
Yeah, oh no, it was what did. It was what wasn't it? It was what did and
what did.
Yarn.
Oh yeah.
They had that dog shit bot lane.
Yeah, but also to answer your question earlier about if this is done for Fnatic, I think so, not because of Beam, but just because it kind of ruins like the team chemistry, I'd say, and because it happened like all of a sudden.
Like my thing here is like, I don't know. Like you could ask 20 different people and they'll give you like 20 different answers with G2, right? But I think this is the right direction. They're still keeping some pieces, though. And people always say, well, I'm not a fan of G2 now. Then get the fuck out. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to be their fan. Like, why would I care, though? I'm a fan of orgs all the time. I've been a fan of my traditional sports orgs for a very long time. Rosters have changed throughout the years. Some years you obviously do really well. Some years you obviously fail. That's just how this works, though. I mean, Fnatic's gone through, like, how many rosters? How many rosters have all these guys gone through? A shitload, So, that's my thing. I think Reckless had a very, very bad vibe with the team and just didn't get worked out. Like, Carlos said he could have fixed it, but in that Kraken episode, I will dominate before the season started, but definitely played out that way. All right, so here's what Carlos had to say. I haven't even watched this yet. I was gonna do a video on this, but I haven't even watched this yet. So, all right, let's see what to say.
Hi there, this is Carlos Alzalot from G2 Esports, and today we have official news. As you guys know already, 2021 League of Legends for G2 wasn't good, specifically, considering the fact that we want to win Worlds, and that is actually our goal, to win Worlds. And everything we have done since the inception of G2 and everything we're doing right now is to win Worlds. So these changes are very, very tough to make. And trust me when I say we've spent hours and hours upon hours of discussing internally with the players that stay, between the organization, everything. And, with our commercial team, partnerships team, content team, everybody as well, was part of these discussions at times, And as a result of these discussions, we have decided to bench and look to trade Wonder, Mickey, Reckless, Grabs, and Nelson, and look to also replace the rest of the support staff. Now, this, as I said, it was really tough to come into as conclusion. We love every single one of the people that are no longer going to be with us moving forward, and their work with us has been incredible. And not only the work in game, but also the content they've done with us, with the partners. I mean, they've been great to us, and yeah, we're very proud of having had them in the team. And having won MSI together, having got second in Worlds, having destroyed Europe over and over. And for Reckless, he came in this last year, and he really did his best. Played solo queue a lot, did a lot of content for us, for our partners, and he was great to us. So only great words to say about everybody that's no longer going to be with us. And I hope you guys, G2 fans, are also thanking them for their work over the years. Okay. So with that said, it is in our best interest that they land somewhere nice and where they can continue to succeed, and we will not be blocking any trades. Simple as that. With that said, it's time to rebuild. I've said it 1,000 times already, and I'll say it again: rebuild. 2022, I'm hopeful for it because I know what we're working on, and it is very exciting. And I think you should be excited too, although you don't know anything yet. But yeah, my hope and wish is that you look back 12 months from now and you're proud of our work. Okay. Winning Worlds still in the cards. Winning Worlds still our main goal, and winning Worlds is what we'll do. Love you guys.
Okay.
So is Yanko staying then?
Only confirmed players now are Caps and Yankos.
Yeah, just Yankos and Caps.
I mean, those are some good pieces to build around. I don't think that's the bad part. The problem right now is, like I said before, when you do rebuilds on your roster with any org, TSM, Fnatic, Cloud9, any one of them, if you get rid of these players, right, who in the world are you replacing them with that is either going to be upgrades in the long term or an immediate upgrade over what you have? Wonder played like dog shit all year, so anybody's going to be much better than him, right? Obviously, And you have Reckless and Mickey X. Reckless was all right. Nothing special to me personally. I think you could grab any ADC and it'd be an upgrade over him, really. Mickey X, I don't know who you get. Honestly, it's going to be an upgrade over him immediately.
I mean, there are many young supports in the leagues that are really underrated and are just waiting to get a chance that I think can
who do you think
easily be as good.
Who do you think?
I don't know them exactly, but I just know there's a bunch of good ones in the amateur leagues for supports.
Okay.
Like Trimby, sort of.
But Trimby's on Rogue.
Yeah, I said like him,
I can see Lilip going. He played pretty good with Lilip. This Broken Blade for sure. He's already probably confirmed. Maybe Razork leaves Misfits. I could see him leaving. He gets tired of that.
Also, Bloop GG put out today. Shoutouts to those who flayed me with the Reckless, Yankos, and Cap situation, saying that I was creating unnecessary drama for likes. What happened today is real unnecessary drama. I mean, what he put out, to clarify, is in his initial report, from sources, he had heard that Yankos and Caps didn't want to play with Reckless. The same situation happened with Niski and Licorice, where they didn't want to play with Sneaky or some shit. I mean, I'm not surprised though. Like, if they don't like him, if they don't like his vibe, I wouldn't play with someone like that. I don't want to be around anybody I don't have any type of fun with. You know, that is not a problem. Like, if you're in a work environment and you don't want to be around people you don't like, it's going to get bad. That is going to happen though. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not true, but I don't care if they don't want to play with him. Like what people brought up last time. It doesn't matter though. They're on the team, not you. They want to have a good environment for them, not you. They're playing for them, not you. You know. So Grabs, I think Grabs can go to pretty much any team and he'll be good for them. Like maybe Grabs could go to like Misfits or fucking Rogue or some shit. Like Grabs will be picked up by anybody. Nielsen, I don't know about that because he literally just got to G2 and he did fail with them. So people might look at that and go, you know, okay, he did kind of fail at G2. I don't know if I want to take on this guy. The players on G2, Mickey X, Reckless and Wonder, they'll find teams. Now, whoever team that might be, I don't know. So where would Reckless go though? He was on Fnatic forever, left one time, came back, Fnatic forever, G2, failed, and now he's going to be... Do you think Reckless retires, actually?
No.
Come on, is Core JJ getting his visa soon or no?
I don't know. Probably?
That could be an opportunity.
Core JJ on G2? Oh, shit. That'd be spicy.
No, I meant Reckless to Team Liquid, I mean.
Reckless to Team Liquid, that'd be spicy as fuck. Or no, TSM Reckless, as Warren likes to say. That's a nice ring to it, right?
Oh, that was the root.
That'd be a good match.
Yeah, Reckless and Beardson. The TSM Legend episode will actually be on fire. Holy shit.
Fist fighting.
Actually whooping each other's ass. I imagine like Reginald coming in and be like, oh my god, Reckless, why did you play so passive in this game? Oh shit. I don't know. I guess it just does depend, right? But yeah, guys, that's the update on the G2 situation though. Someone asked me like, is there any LCS information though? I have no information on the LCS yet. The only teams that have been talked about are G2 and now Fnatic. But the biggest off-season talk is G2 because, you know, long-standing Oregon the LEC, EULCS, whatever you want to call it. They've had a ton of success, 8 titles, MSI trophy, World's Top 4s, World Finals. You know, so yeah, they're going to be the talk of the town because they're literally like the most successful Western League of Legends organization. So, you know, it's just going to happen when it comes to like these situations when you have like, you know, players that have been there for so long finally leaving though. And I'm always up for people leaving though. If it's not working out, it's not working out. Just get a new team, you know? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Time to talk about Worlds 2019. Let's start with the playing stage. All right, guys. So, as I said before, watch the playing stage games. What did you think about the playing stage this year since it's fully over?
Like I said, it was stompy. Just
lifeless. Very lifeless.
It was very stompy games. It wasn't, like I said, the only game that was interesting was the MAD and the TL, and then even that game.
No, the playing stage.
Oh, the playing. I'm sorry. That was expected. The only difference was that it sucked what happened with Beyond Gaming with the controversy with Moan, basically betting for boobs, which was stupid. But
only Turkey beat them. Fuck.
Cloud9 got out good, so that was great. You know, they got out with no problem. They could have won the tiebreaker. The only team that I didn't call I think Beyond would have made it out if they had. I don't know if Beyond would have made it, but I think they would have done better. I'm like I said, I only missed out on one team.
Doggo. Well, I know you like Doggo, right? And you know how people always talk about how good Chovy is and shit. When I was watching like the Beyond Gaming games to like do prep for the show, why don't people give Doggo more credit the same way they gave Doggo was literally the only reason why they got as far as they did, right? The same thing with Chovy. That's the same thing. But no one talks about that guy the same way they talk about Chovy, though. I get it. They might not be the same caliber of player, right? But the same way that Doggo's carried his team didn't apply to Chovy. I was like, what the fuck? It's the same thing. It's literally the exact same thing.
I think it's because of the region. It's the region. I mean, to be fair, the LMS has, PCS has gotten much better, but you know, I don't. I would assume after this that he probably goes to LCK / LPL team because he showed that he can 1v9. So
yeah,
the piece and the Vizichachi thing was kind of we saw why Vizichachi should kind of go to like a coaching position because his champion pool just didn't like.
He played good in one game. That's all I can give. He played good in one game. That was that Rumble game he had. That's it. That's all he played good was that. Other than that, he looked pretty boosted.
Yeah, he picked Shen and he picked like Gnar in some bad matchups, in my opinion, and he just looked like he was. I think he should really. You can play long if you have and I think he has it. I think he needs to get used to these newer champions because like you can't really cut it with like Shen and Gnar all the time. You know what I mean? And
any of the play-in BO5s you guys want to go over, like the Cloud9 versus P series?
Oh no, that was one game that was close. The first game was close. The rest two were just stopped. Yeah. So there's really not much to watch.
Zen and Vulcan doing their best cosplays of fucking like showing why they should have new jobs or some shit. Like, oh my god, Sven's been playing so off recently. I don't know if this is just a bad year for him, but I don't know what's going on. Like today, even against Rogue, like they were doing decently well when I was watching the game. They had a little close 2v2, problems, but I just don't get why Cloud9's having so much bot lane issues right now. I just don't understand. Like, what's going on?
I don't know either.
Like, what is it? Do you just think that the whole team is just not really in sync anymore? Because like boosted. Oh my god. Hey, at least Cloud9 got a win in a BO5 at Worlds. That's good.
True,
it's good enough, right?
God, if Beyond Gaming didn't make Worlds and fuck, I was expecting like PSG, just break Unify's hands. Like, oh, Doggo's coming back.
Doggo's coming back.
Yeah, that's the only chance they have.
People need to understand, like, Unify was supposed to play with them, but he couldn't go, so they had to use Doggo, and, Doggo's actually just insane of a player, though. He's one of the players in the PCS that could, like, will literally get picked up by a major region team going into the offseason of this year.
Well, don't be surprised if TSM tries throwing him a bunch of cash.
He's young.
What TSM get Doggo? Because you know how Reginald feels about fucking
Sword Art. Perfect combo there, and then they can just have Bearson's a resident, Spica's resident, and their top lane's resident, so...
Alright, guys, give me 1 sec. Let me knock all these tabs down. That way it's not slowing down my computer. It doesn't, but I was going to make sure I knock out these last tabs. Alright, we're going to go over the main... Well, sorry, yeah, we're going to be going over the Worlds 2021 group stage, day 1. You had 2 former world champions going at it. Like, how often does that happen, though? Where you have 2 former world champions going at it, obviously. All right, what did you guys want to say about,
FPX, they were mad after that loss. I can tell you that much. They disappointed me.
They tasted Showmaker's dick in this fucking game. That was just tasting Showmaker's dick. Oh my god. All right.
All I want to know is why they aren't playing Bo over Tion.
I don't know either.
Remember, Bo's in trouble, remember? For match.
And then they played Tion, but then they had a chance to put him back in, which they should have.
Bo was really good. Bo was insanely good.
They're like, it's like going to cost him the title.
Bo and Naguri combination was just like god tier. Oh my goodness. All right, so what did you guys think about Damwon Kia versus FPX? Because it all goes into this play. I was watching this. Everything's going cool. Like you have your bot lane fights as usual. Fucking, Chris lands that Nautilus hook, and then you also have them getting trade back damage onto LWX. What was surprising to me is that the Grapes top came out. They put out so much pressure onto Khan, and it didn't work out. Khan evaded everything. So kudos to him. FPX realized that Khan was a weak point of Damwon you could exploit, and Khan realized that, and Khan played out his lane pretty well overall. He didn't die to ganks. He was absorbing pressure very well. Every single thing Doinby did this game was to try to put Khan behind, and it did not work out.
Actually, they contained Doinby in the. They contained Doinby in the lane. He didn't get to roam. I was just okay. I was like, that was just not fun to watch. I was like, okay, this game is over. So there's a lot of games at a point I just like, oh, this game's over. I don't need to watch this anymore. So
when it got to the point where Doinby ran up top lane and died to the LeBlanc, I was like, oh, it's over. It's done. This man is like 30. He was like, I remember like around 12 minutes in, he's like 30 CS down. I'm like, dude, you were getting like absolutely just murdered by this dude. Like, it was around this play right here, I think, is where they try to gank Khan, and then Doinby doesn't have TP. Showmaker, like, he doesn't base yet. He TPs, and then Doinby's obviously running away. I initially looked at someone, I was like, okay, I think Showmaker dodged that, and then he just went and killed him, got first blood. After that first blood, it's pretty much GG. They invested so much top lane and failed at it completely. You know, and like that's the thing with FPX is I was telling a lot of people is like if Doinby and Tian don't muscle their way through, you know, the other mid jungle, they're not going to do as well. Not that they're a bad team, they're actually really good, but their biggest strength is mid jungle. That's their biggest strength. And Naguri's also, you know, good as well. And Naguri did not play that well this game either, though. He was mostly on the back foot or even, obviously, when facing Khan. That's not something I would have anticipated, though, right?
Yeah, that's not what a lot of people anticipated. Again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The games were just that game. Like I was expected to be a banger, and it was a boner. So it's like, no thanks.
Do you think FPX can bounce back?
Oh yeah.
This game?
Oh yeah. They look really mad. When Doinby gets mad, he wins.
Oh, he's God. So if you get mad and turn to the Hulk, that's the only reason why you win, Warren? Oh my God.
No, I mean he just looks he looked really mad when he.
They played awful, dude. They played awful. Now, and their draft was also really bad. The draft was terrible. Like, look at that disgusting, nasty draft they have. Jace, Jarvan, Galio, Kaisa, Nautilus.
I think honestly a lot of teams picked the Jarvan, and I don't think you're gonna see Jarvan on day 2. It just seems like it didn't work. I think
the Jarvan pick looked boosted as fuck. I'm like going, what the fuck is this? The Jarvan pick was terrible for a lot of these teams. And then, what do you guys think about the Yuumi that was coming back out? Yuumi came back out, and Yuumi was doing pretty well out there.
Champion's been strong. It's just people just don't like. I think I wouldn't even be pretty surprised if we saw Seraphine too.
I think people just might start banning Yuumi on day 2 because it's literally like Yuumi was almost a one-sided champion for a lot of these games, right? Because you're able to speed up, give increased damage. Like with Yuumi, you are able to even dive on your own without even a jungler, right? Because we saw that happened in this game as well. Ghost and Barrel, obviously, you know, fucking giving it to LWX and Chris. Like, hey man, I said that they're the better team, and this is not surprising to me. But I do think FPX are also good themselves. Maybe this was just one of these games where, you know, they just get their fucking first stage game jitters out of the way. Because people need to factor this in. These teams have not played on stage in like a month. So keep that in mind. You know, that is something that is a problem. Like, if you don't play on stage for a month, you could, like, it's different in scrims compared to stage. Just keep that in mind, though. But, you know, Damwon's just as good in scrims that they are on stage, so it doesn't apply to them, actually. And they just ran away with this game. Anything more you guys wanted to say about this, actually?
No. I think day 2. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of teams on day 2 you see them pick up a win. Even Fnatic, like they didn't play too bad in the beginning.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about the Fnatic game because I watched this and I was going like, okay, Whippo, what the fuck? There you go, man.
I was playing like Trick 2G. We played like Trick 2G and that confused the Koreans for a minute. I watched Whippo play. I was like, oh, dude, there you go. That's how you get your team ahead. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all because Chovy's just too good. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Now, what did you guys think about the Fnatic game, actually?
boring?
It's just like it seems like from the games watching it. It seems basically if a team makes a mistake, it's like one mistake equals 4 kills. A Herald, a Drake. It's like the snowball just goes. Like I don't know if it's just because there's so much damage right now in this meta, but I mean I didn't like the set pick. It just felt kind of weird. If you're gonna put Adam on something, you might as well have put him on Cho'Gath. That would have been more annoying.
I think Cho'Gath would have worked better for their team though, because Set, I don't know. I don't think the Set provided anything for them really. Like Bwipo got this massive advantage on Graves. Like most of the time, that should be GG. Like literally, he absolutely made sure Willer was like level 9 when he was like level 12. Like Willer's not even in the game. All Willer did was just flash kick and knock him with Chovy. That's it. That is completely all he did. That's all that happened. And then right here, right there, as you see, he is out of the game. He can barely get his fucking jungle camps anymore. I was like, he could solo kill him. But then again, it didn't happen one day because, Graves has this, auto attack resets and shit. So with this massive lead, Willer is just not a champion right now. Willer is a walking jungle camp taker. That's all he can do.
Yeah. Then they have Morgan, so it's a 3v5. That's fine because Chovy makes up for 3 players, so it's okay.
Like all the pressure they were putting onto Chovy, in this game, didn't matter at all. Like Niski, he was getting gapped pretty hard by Chovy though. To be fair, Chovy gaps everybody. I can't really fault him for that. Like Chovy just gapped everybody.
He got gapped by Icon in play-ins, but nobody says anything about that.
Icon is not that bad. Icon's really good. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that's my point. Like it's selective analysis, not you, but like it's like he did well when LNG beat the piss out of HLE. It's like, and they out team by like I think we'll talk about that later. I just think that I think Chovy's good, but he's a one-man team, and again, you have to be take in consideration, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plans had their own meta. Groups will have its own meta. People, first day jitters. Like even this game was so close. Like up until like the 10-minute mark,
15-minute mark, you're generally thinking Fnatic's gonna win this game though.
It's an okay game. I'm not
gassing up Fnatic. Like literally, watch this game. Whipple has such a huge advantage. They're like, oh shit, they could probably beat these guys, and that just goes to show you how much they controlled Fnatic's aggression though. They literally held off Fnatic's aggression so much, like they literally covered up all of Willer's weaknesses in this game. I don't think Willer's that good at all. Deft also made a mistake. There's a bot lane play somewhere down the line where he's getting attacked bot lane, and Deft has summoner spells up and doesn't even use them. He has flash and heal up. Look at this right here. I'm pretty sure it's right here where they're gonna obviously get ganked at some point. He's going to obviously fight them, and he dies with flash and heal up. So they're going like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what the hell is going on?
I think. Listen to me, right? If I was Fnatic right now, I'd been like, just like they got Vizitachi, I would be like, oh, can I get Reckless for Worlds?
Kind of disappointed.
Look at that. He has flash and heal up, and he still dies to a Braum. Flash! Look, just flash right now. Flash heal, you're gonna kill him. Oh no, he's just like, fuck it. My eyes are broken because I have squinted eyes and shit. Okay, cool.
Whoa.
Kind of disappointed Niski didn't go down there at any point. Could have ganked bot lane a lot.
But Chovy held Niski off back a lot. Chovy made sure Niski wasn't roaming for shit.
I still think he could have easily in the bot lane if whatever.
But he didn't have TP up either at this point. Like if you look, he doesn't have TP up either.
He has realm look though.
Okay.
They can't get all the way. Can you get all the way from mid to right there? I didn't even do that.
I mean, you can set it up where you can help them.
I'm not saying you guys are wrong, but it's like, if he does that, he loses on more CS, and he also gets more pressure in the lane too.
Yeah, that's a fun matchup. Excuse me for the Rise. So, I think, like I said, if up until this point, this
part of the game, it's fine.
Yeah, for another 5 minutes, it's like, okay, this game's even. A lot of games start out even, and then I don't know, after 15 minutes, just something big happens in the game. Just is over. And I'm like, okay.
So I want to ask you guys this too, because you guys know, everyone knows this, that is watching, that's been watching me for quite some time, because I've always said these things, because these things are always obviously true. The new guy who comes into a roster always gets all the blame, no matter what the situation is. So
no, he did fine. It's just the team chemistry kind of was shaked
blame this guy out the ass.
No, I'm not gonna blame this guy. That's stupid. He's a rookie.
You know people will though. I'm not saying you guys will. You guys know people will.
No, but that's just no. I honestly, I think with given if the everything pans out. The news is true, which I believe it is. I'm not gonna doubt it.
Yeah,
he's a rookie from the LFL.
Yeah. LFL, Fnatic.
Yeah,
we'll say Fnatic Rising.
Fnatic Rising team. So you're expecting a rookie to go up against all these players from major regions who's been established, who's been to the world stage, and you're gonna put the blame. That doesn't make any sense. That's just scapegoating and crowing. So I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Like Deft
got outplayed. That's
dude, Deft hasn't played good all year. This is his worst year by far, and he's still looking like you can beat him. But the issue here is like I can't expect Bean to come in and beat Deft. I just can't. Even though Deft did not play good all year, doesn't really matter though. He dies with fucking Summer heals up, which is not. That's what Braum too when he could flash, but whatever. Right?
I really think they should have put him on Tristana or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, because when you put him on Misfortune, you're indirectly saying you're gonna have to carry this game. You know, indirectly because like he's a lot of their damage, and when he has to get through the laning phase. Because
they have damage, dude. They have Graves and Rise.
It's hard to get ults off as a rookie on Misfortune. I don't know.
Right, and they I think they needed like a. And they have the Aphelios, so the Aphelios has more range. So maybe I mean the MF is not a bad pick. The problem is that you have a rookie coming in against world class players, haven't been on the world stage, and expecting him to pull off Houdini. That's absurd.
What do you guys think they could have did? Because they had a huge lead on Bwipo. Do you guys think they could have just put that lead into somewhere else and just snowball that?
I think you leave. Since it's not upset, I think you leave them on an island. So, just
oh my
have
God.
this.
What's up, Hansa? How you doing, man? The guy haven't even played one game in LEC. He debuts against Deft. Yeah, he debuts against a washed-up Deft, and he still looks pretty bad. But it's not his fault, though. It's not his fault. Like if he came out and he was playing like fucking like Reckless or some shit, like he was playing someone like Sven. You know, I think he would look fine. But he's playing up against someone like Deft. It's like that's a steep curve to play against. Yeah. You know.
I think maybe put him in the mid lane for a bit and let Niski roam.
You think that'd be a better thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that's not a bad idea.
Guys, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if Fnatic gets a win. Because we're gonna look at the games tomorrow and we're gonna make our predictions later on. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't be surprised if Fnatic gets a win. It's not that I'm telling you.
I think these 4 players can carry him. I think they can.
Yeah, I'm sure. And the thing is also having tape and looking at
those
the other.
Yes, I agree. You can't blame Bean, but you can blame Niski and Adam.
Well,
Adam blame like trash.
No. Well, they got counterpicked, dude. Like look at
he chose that into Kennen though.
That's also on Yamato. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, that they still did that though. That's still their fault.
I wouldn't. I would have put him on.
Jax?
No.
Yeah, I think the set pick was kind of dumb, but
yeah, even Sean agrees. The set and the you're putting him on set, and you're not. And if he's gonna already sack the lane, then have him roam to help him set up Niski. Then like he did in the LEC. Like this was Adam didn't even roam these games.
Yeah, I do think
he came once. Remember
could be a good
when
pick.
They got Chovy's kill? He came once, but like that's not gonna do anything though. You know.
Yeah. Like, and look at that. That's you can tell that's shitters. Why are you TPing with half health down? That's not. I mean, I'm just calling out the obvious things. That's not me being critical. Like you don't TP with half.
Couldn't be anything worse than what Fudge did in Cloud9's game with his TP. He's TPing to literal the fucking graveyard in Yu-Gi-Oh, the Shadow Realm.
Like again, see the lead's not that huge. It's a 2K gold lead. They're gonna pop Herald. Like I'm saying, these games were not like it just came a point where
Whipple still has a massive advantage in this game, even though it's like it still looks like in like Hama's favor. They could still make some plays around the map where it could still be in their favor though. I think they started panicking. They're like, okay, we gotta leave. We don't really know what to do with it against Hanwha. What will we fucking do? They just kind of just did nothing, you know?
Me personally, I would have switched and have Rise go up top against the Kennen and have Set against the Yasuo. That's an easy fix.
That's
True.
actually.
Right, Sean? Like, that's an easy fix. Like, because the Yasuo cannot beat the Set. He's gonna have a problem.
Yeah, and Set could have went down bottom lane.
I think Set support would have been fine. You know, that gives Hylissang more. How would I say? More of a better champion than Braum to make plays around the map, though. Because on Braum, it just looked like Hylissang just wasn't like playing good. Hylissang's not a bad player, though. So
it's not the Set pick. They could have easily. I would unless Adam has no experience playing Rise, you put the Rise top and you have the Set mid against it, or you swap in game. While you're in the game, you swap lanes. Like, you can swap lanes. That's not cheating. There's no rule that says you're stuck in the lane. It's minus 10k DKP. Like, like they could have. That's an easy fix. I again, the good part about day one is it's like we got tape of all these
overreactions. I'll get all your jitters out of the way. You know, everyone's gonna be overreacting, saying Fnatic's done. Like, I would have probably put Fnatic as third in the group if I saw the upset thing earlier.
Yeah,
so
I think they could win 2 games, but
you don't think they're getting out with Bean?
No, but do you think the Kog'Maw could be good in this meta?
You need Thresh.
All right, guys. Faker debuted back on Worlds again. Faker's back at Worlds, guys. Yeah, he played against Dead Nation. Fuck me, and he can. This game is literally one of the biggest stomps I've ever seen in my life. There's not much analysis for this game. No one in their right mind thought Dead Nation Focusman could take down T1.
Oh yeah, I
get T1 have their issues. What? No way. You're trolling me, dude.
God.
Ron, please don't be trolling me like that. There's no way you thought that. There's no way you did.
Oh yeah, I had them in my pick. I'm kidding.
God.
Okay. Oh god. I was like, okay, well, I'm about to end the stream right now. Holy fuck.
Yeah, the only play I would have maybe said is I think the support could have gone even with Keria. Not because Keria isn't great, but I just feel like their support.
There's nothing they can do. It's literally player gap across the board.
Yeah.
And Kana and Owner aren't even like top tier LCK players, you know? But they're just better than those two. You know? That's all you need for some games to lie like this. Like,
I really don't understand why it took so long for Owner to get the starting job over those 2 dog shit junglers.
Yeah, Cuz was playing so bad. And I was like, so can you guys explain this to me? Why is Jungle Talon really good right now? Because he can clear really fast and he got buffs to the jungle, right? Or do they nerf the jungle again so he can clear?
So Talon is a better Rek'Sai. Because remember, Rek'Sai has Talon has creative ganks, right? He can kind of like Kayn, and also his ult can either save him, like Echo, or burst someone down, and he has to execute on his Q, and he's now with bruiser items, he scales a little bit better. And he's AD, so that gives you options in the mid lane. But you need setup, you need good flanks. If people have proper vision, he's not that effective. It really comes down to who's manning, which sounds really generic, but he's just a better Rek'Sai.
Do you know what people said about fucking Chovy earlier? I think that there was a stat, like he was like plus 900 CS.
He's a professional player, so I would hope so.
Guys, in the play-ins, he was just murdering people. But I mean,
but he lost Icon.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it wasn't his fault. He was just dumpstering Icon. What are you talking about? His team lost.
They lost, but they lost. Like, the thing is like, I don't understand. Like, this guy's good. I'm not saying
Chovy won against Icon, but his team failed around him against LNG.
Yeah, but can we? Well, like, let's be honest, right? If even without, I'm not saying Bean was good. Fnatic should have been able to carry that game with the players they have and the play style they have. Like, considering the other 4 have been together. So it was basically, and then they had Bippo, So I don't want to hear that they couldn't have won. They could have won. They literally could have won.
They got the lead enough to win.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, guys, it's Guma Yushi and Kiria. Like, Guma Yushi's pretty darn good.
I think their chemistry and just confidence just dropped after upset. I don't think they did anything in game to like lose. I think it's just that.
Yeah.
Huh? All right. Now, yeah, guys, there's no analysis for that game. They got fucking destroyed. This is all it is.
Oh, you're just racist.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
I watched Shang-Chi. What are you talking about, dude?
Oh my god.
Did you guys watch RNG versus PSG? And do you
of course.
Oh yeah, RNG. My boy, RNG.
Xiao Hu.
Send the top.
Send the top, man. He clapped. So
Xiao was really good, man. I'm happy that people get to see on the world stage that Xiao Hu is still as valuable as a mid laner than he was as he's a top laner is now.
I just really hope Cryan isn't a world champion. Fuck.
Why?
Oh god.
I don't like him.
Oh my god, dude. Sean, why do you hate
what?
everything?
How can you not like him? He's good. Like, he's not bad.
No, I don't. Kind of getting carried a bit.
Oh, come on. When he was on E-Star, he was playing really good. And he had less people around him. That's why I don't understand that. Like, the thing is, if you watched LPL, when he was on E-Star, he had... That's why RNG picked him up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he had a diverse champion pool. You have to, like, I don't understand. People don't, like, the drafts, if he's playing, like, most of the games played through Xiao Hu and maybe Gala. He's secondary. Like, he's not really...
Xiao Hu makes up a lot of their playmaking early on.
Right, like, it's so true. Like Cryan gets, like, I feel like Cryan's like a scapegoat, like a Svenskeren of RNG. That's why I really don't get it. And the guy is actually playing good.
What's the type of player you see Cryan as?
He's like a way better Niski. Like, what I mean is he plays. You put him on Galio.
Yeah.
You put him on Galio. You put him on Syndra. You put him on Ori. You put him on. If you need to play assassin, he can. He makes sure he fits into the comp. And considering what remember they lost Karsa, and mid jungle is really important, and they're still doing good. Remember, if Cryan was so terrible, and the mid is the important role, RNG shouldn't have made Worlds, because remember they started 0-9.
They were getting absolutely ass blasted.
They were 0-9 when they were starting into summer split. Nobody even thought.
They shouldn't even want him aside. People forget it. I know aside 2021, Cryan played pretty darn good against Showmaker in that series when he was playing Akali and shit, when Akali was still, a meta champion.
Right. And they don't give him credit. It's like, how's this? Like, you got to remember, he's going up against Rookie, Knight, Icon, Doinby. How's this guy not good? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Man, I hear Rookie's a bad player, man. I hear he's trash, What do I know, right? But for this game overall, guys, this is a stomp too. And I'm not surprised PSG Sean got fucking butt fucked by them, because I don't think they were that good, honestly. I'm sorry. I think they were that good.
River played fine. River played fine.
I think Maple is a fine player. Maple's okay. I
think the Trendemir is a bait pick. They need to stop.
Yeah, you and Copter were going back and forth. You guys did not agree on Trendemir. Oh my god.
It's a bad pick. What? Did they win?
I mean, we can't use results-based analysis, Warren. Come on.
No, but did they win? How many games? Trendemir has
it's one a few games. That's it.
A subpar 50 or subpar maybe a 48, 44. That's a subpar win rate. Why the hell would I pick that?
Oh good God! Gala just beat the shit out of these two by himself. Oh god, that is disgusting. There's nothing they could do. Sorry, guys. If you are a PCS fans, RNG is just 8 times the team, PSG talent is. I'm sorry. Xiao Hu himself destroyed Hanabi. Hanabi's never really been that good, though. I don't know why teams keep opting into this dude. It's like a worse version of Impact. Why would you ever settle for that? Is my thing. But, what the fuck do I know, right?
I mean, they've made it twice to Worlds. I mean, it's not he does his job. I guess he's a better Dyrus. That's kind of...
Oh, God, dude. Jeez. Holy shit. But guys, Warren was fucking creaming in his pants when he saw Xiao Hu pick Syndra. He's like,
I thought it was dumb, but I was like, okay.
We're going with
know something. I don't know. So.
I don't see why a lot of people don't opt into Rel more though. Like Rel is such a weird, underrated pick though. Rel offers so much playmaking to all these like playmaking supports though. But more people are just usually going into fucking Yumi and Thresh right now, which is really odd. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Cloud9 right now. Obviously, as you guys already know, RNG beats the living shit out of PSG talent. We'll talk about the Mad Lions CL game too. So let's go. Stop this. Let me bring up the Cloud9 game. Got a lot of tips about that Cloud9 game.
You're skipping EDG 100T.
They have Lil Nas X now. It's all good.
Oh god, the game was actually pretty close until like a certain.
Yeah, Closer was doing his. Yeah, we'll go over that one first. We'll do the NA games now, and we'll do the LNG one last since you like the LPL. All right, so let's go to 100 Thieves versus EDG. Yeah, Closer was doing his best to fucking go back home as fast as he could or some shit. Like, what the fuck was he doing? Remember that kill he gave up early on on J4? It's like, what are you doing? You didn't have to make that play. Like, what the fuck's going on? Also, they did not do Viper, and Viper was doing not as well against FBI early on. Maybe first game jitters. We want to point that out.
He was playing good recently, so now it's his turn to int. This is 100 Thieves.
I did like this bait though. That was pretty good right there about what they did. They did get an early advantage off that, but I think Viper took a little too much damage there. But so what do you guys think about EDG versus 100 Thieves?
I think EDG can. I think Contra.
Oh, Flandre Diff. Flandre Diff. Oh my god, someday. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh my lord.
I think.
Why are you picking Aatrox? Why is Aatrox picked? What?
Oh, because Graves can't. Graves only messes up. He's not an auto attacker.
Yeah, like I got why they picked Aatrox, but there's no way somebody's about to punish Flandre the way it should be. Come on. I was like, no, give this guy anything else. Could have given him Scion or something.
No, you can't do Scion. It would die because Graves.
Dude, Scion is so good. Scion is so good right now.
The reason you don't see a lot of tanks is because of a lovely item called the Vine Sunderer. Until that item gets fixed, you won't see tanks that much, except for like Ornn and Malphite, which they keep banning Malphite. Which Malphite was actually, which I was talking. Malphite is actually a good pick here, believe it or not. But they didn't pick the Malphite because you just pick. They have Graves and Lee.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only one that will do damage to you is the LeBlanc, and you just get some MR, and you're fine. Even if you don't have R, the Malphite would have been fine. So I think you might see, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Malphite. The game was close for up till 17 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. Did you like that gank that JJ did where he ward hopped over so he didn't get seen, so he went and
the bot lane? Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
the bot. I thought you were talking about the bot lane that he did.
Sorry, mid lane when he did that against Abadage, where he tricked him, Abadage probably thought he's coming around this corridor right there, but he went and ward hopped this way, so he came in the other way. I thought that was pretty cool, honestly.
That was I saw the one. I thought that was good. I thought the bot lane game, but the insect was just so fast that FBI could not react on JJ. And the thing is that I think 100T, if they play like how they did and they fix up a few things, especially in the draft teams. I don't care if you. I know we're like this small little, mom and pop channel, but stop picking Jarvan. It's a terrible pick. Stop picking Jarvan. Pick Kiana if it's a pick Xin pick something better.
Don't mind its support actually, but I don't like a jungle.
Yeah, I don't like it. Even top lane Jarvan is not even bad, but not jungle. Like it's just not gonna work.
I never liked Jarvan. I don't understand. Like Cloud9 when they had Svenskeren, he would just when they're close to winning a series, then he would just go to J4 and fucking int it away.
I mean, that's Cloud9 for you, so.
Yeah.
Ugh, fucking things, man.
Fuck.
Oh my god. What else did you guys want to say about this game? Because this shows 100 Thieves aren't bad on the world stage, at least for this game, right? But it's their players. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's hard to say these things, especially on day one when we haven't seen the whole group stage play out. But it doesn't look horrible from them. It doesn't look terrible.
I wouldn't.
Getting Guma, it's not getting shit stomped.
I don't really care about this game. It doesn't mean much right at the moment.
Okay.
I think they can, if they clean it up. I think they I think EDG is the best talent, and I think they could potentially get out. So I think this is the best chance. I think
they can actually, they did well in the 2v2 against Viper and Mako.
Viper's did fine.
They talked to me like with the best ADC in the world, and FBI played fine against him. Wasn't like he was losing. Yeah, that's a good thing. Those are good things to have.
Yeah, so they clean up. They could potentially get out this group. I think they could potentially get out, but we'll see if NA decides to run it down and sprint it to the airport in Berlin or in Iceland.
I hope they do.
All right.
Sean hates NA. Jesus Christ.
Sean hates everything.
I want all three of them to keep missing, top 8 until they fix their servers.
Oh my God, Sean. All right. Let's go to Cloud9 versus Rogue. Now, I don't know what the fuck this game was. That's
your team that barely got out.
Hey, man. TSM's, gonna go undefeated at Worlds this year.
Can we skip this game?
Oh, what are you guys talking about? We have to give analysis. Stop it. All right. So Cloud9 faced up against Rogue, and it's okay. So I'll say this: Rogue didn't really do anything. All they did was just pretty much punish Cloud9 when they made a mistake consistently. And we know Rogue has a good early game. We know Rogue has a great early game. That's their thing, right? And obviously I did put Cloud9 getting out of a Rogue. Obviously I'm their fan, right? But Inspired and Larson are much better than Perks and Blabber, and not even individually, they're much better even as a 2v2. When I saw that Cloud9 let Lucian and Nami go through on Rogue, so I'm like, oh God, I don't know if you want to do that. But they got MF and Yumi, which is not that bad either. So it's about a decent, even lane matchup right there. Perks didn't do anything in this game against Larson. Inspired was just punishing Blabber because Blabber ran in on Jin Zhao and just fucking died and gave over 2 kills, and that wasn't helpful either. There were some moments during the game where Rogue did something where Cloud9 did punish them, but they just couldn't do anything. Even if you watch to the end of the game, even if you fast forward to the end of the game, Cloud9 has not taken any outer tier turrets. That's how bad his shit was. They're not taking any outer tier turrets. What did you guys want to say about this game?
Your team's dog shit.
Oh, thank you, Warren. Anything else you want to provide?
Honestly, if Cloud9 can actually play to their peak and take notes from this game, honestly, I feel like there's a chance they could beat FPX and Dam1 if they, catch them off guard, but that would require Blabber getting his shit together and having good chemistry with Perks, which I don't think will happen.
And Mithy not drafting a dumbass Nar. I don't
hate him.
Dude, oh my God.
They highlight the Nar.
They talked about this last show.
Wasn't blind pick. It wasn't blind pick. He literally picked.
Which rotation was it? His first pick, right?
He had last pick from red side. The problem.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They highlighted the Camille, and Camille literally kills everybody on that team if they picked it. That gives them that. That gives them a split push. That gives them engage.
Semi-tanky champion.
I don't know if Mifty thinks he's trying to do his best impression of not getting out of groups while on G2. But he needs to stop this. He
absolutely trash coach. So tired of him.
Get rid of this Nar pick. The Silas, I understand, was for the TF. That makes sense. The Yumi bot was everything up until that Nar pick was fine because you got Blabber. Well, I mean Blabber on aggression.
Crabber.
I mean Crabber. Even So yeah, I think Cloud9 can get out too. I actually, believe it or not, I'm hopeful. I'm actually hopeful for this year. So.
That hopium is fucking great with you guys. The Jin Zhao pick has not offered anything. Did Jin get nerfed on this patch that they're playing? Could he pick anything else? Honestly, that would have been doing what Jin did, but at a safer level where he's not going to get punished as bad, because he's just not as good as Inspired though. We know this though. So is there anything he could have did? Even if he did an int in the play that we're going to see eventually, right? Was it really going to matter though? He's just that much worse than Inspired though. Like, Inspired and Larson have way better synergy than Perks and Blabber, and it doesn't feel like they've ever fixed this, though. Now, I did like what they did in the playing stage. Blabber was like, okay, I can't play with Perks. It's just not working out. Let me just go to top lane. You go to top lane because Fudge himself was losing on Gnar to Rumble. You know? The bot lane with Zen and Vulcan versus Hansama and Trimby, it was going all right for them. It was going all right for them. They could have played towards that lane and maybe snowballed it because, you know, with the MF and Yuumi pick in the bot lane, it definitely showed that you can even dive yourself. When you have all your abilities up, you dive. You don't even need a jungler. So Blabber didn't really have to go bot lane. Blabber could have just put his resources somewhere else. So that's just how I see it personally. Anything else you guys want to say about this game? Because it was shellacking.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep putting Fudge on Gnar. He's always plays terrible on it. Like, it's the one champion where against Cloud9 that's like their kryptonite, but if they try playing it, they're shit with it. But God, and I just hope they.
Do you think the Silas pick is for Perk still or no?
Silas is fine. There's nothing wrong with the pick. Yeah. It's either I think they banned Galio and they banned Rise, so and Silas can just snatch Rise. Like, let's look at their comp, right? So Perks did some extra inting. For some reason, this idiot decides to take. I saw one fight. I'm like, why are you taking? I think he took Nami's ult. I'm like, why are you not taking Rumble's ult every time when it's up? Like, Rumble's ult, it scales with the Silas. The Kiana ult, like, what? Why are you doing this? Why are you inting for it? What are you doing? That's your team.
Oh, dude, world champions right there. We're talking about.
Yeah, no, Silas Perks is fine. I feel like, though, that if they want to roll with it, I feel like they could actually give it to Blabber still. I feel like it still could work there, and they could pick a better champ for Perks. That would be a better combo. They want to roll with Silas.
This 2v2 bot kills were this was disgusting. Good God. The Yuumi gets the kills, man. Christ. Whoo, man.
Yeah, can they get like Dylan Falco, please, to replace Miffy?
Yeah, I have just not been a fan of Mithy's drafting. Like,
never been.
I wasn't a fan of Rainover's drafting that much either, but it looked better than this.
Well, no, he was just starting out, and then, you know, it actually started getting great near the end, and when they won the split, Miffy's has just been trashed the whole time.
And, like, my thing here is Rumble does decently well into Gnar. Kiana's going to do decently well into Jhin as long as he doesn't run her down in the early game. Twisted Fate can hold up Silas, no problem. And Lucian and Nami are going to go even in lane with MF and Yuumi, depending on how the lane goes. So there's nothing Cloud9's composition has that is going to do better than Rogue's at all as the game progresses more. It only got worse when this right here. Oh my lord, dude! I don't know what to say about this. My brain actually collapsed when this happened. Did he really think he could invade this when he just saw them? He just saw them.
Yeah, please, can we can we put like Labber in the Brazil league? Him and Ica can play on the same team.
That was just inting. Do you guys know why that was inting? Do you guys know why the caster said that though? Okay, let's look at this a little bit again, right? Okay, so everything's going cool, right? You know, my dad's come back into my life. He's really really proud of me, right? Yeah. And everything's going great. So the reason why this is inting is because it's not like he doesn't see them right there. The reason why you invade is because obviously they're on the other side of the map where you can get an advantage, right? He sees them. He literally knows they're right there. That's why that's inting.
Yeah, if Flowers was casting, he would have a meltdown right now.
Where else would he be?
Him or who's the other guy who's been having meltdowns recently in NA? Yeah, him or Flowers. Imagine they were both casting this. Holy fuck.
Lost their mind, dude.
Yeah, if any NA teams make it out, it's solely because of the other teams are playing like shit in their group.
Yeah. I told people this before. The only reason why so many teams are making it out is because the other teams are dog shit. If Cloud9 makes it out, it's because the other guys are dog shit. They are definitely not better than these guys.
Yeah,
you know?
Mad Lions playing like shit. They honestly should not be the first seed.
You guys are just jealous Fanatics fans. Oh my god, you guys are fucking salty.
I feel like Misfits, honestly, they could have won the split if they didn't choke. If they didn't choke against Rogue. I do think so.
They could have got to Worlds though. Over Fnatic. It was a very big possibility.
I just hope they keep like there besides like maybe change up like ADC, maybe support, but keep the rest around for Misfits. Just mainly the ADC.
All right, you salty Fnatic fans. What did you guys think about TL versus Mad Lions?
Great. Fantastic.
And they got a win, dude.
I wanted to see them crush the Team Liquid, so I was sad.
Oh my god. Sean, do you have enjoyment in your life ever?
I don't want to see Team Liquid succeed because they just keep getting lucky with the root draws and keep choking it away, so they don't deserve anything.
Oh my god. So, Sean, how was your day? You know?
Well, I watched The Guilty at 1 a.m. Because we were going to do that review, so I watched the original and then you changed plans, so...
Oh, yeah, I gotta watch the one on Netflix, so I'm sorry, dude, I got so tired.
Yeah, it's fine.
I had sex with my wife earlier.
It's fine, I can do all that stuff anytime you want, that's fine, just whatever works for you, but yeah, I watched the Danish one first, and yeah, it was excellent, and yeah, I highly doubt the fucking American remake's gonna be as good,
you
but...
You just hate Americans, don't you, Sean? You just hate us Americans, don't you?
Well, better than China, at least.
Well, I mean, hey man, as long as you're not Nerd Man, then you're okay. Like, if you're not a European version of Nerd Man, that'd be insane. What's up, Ziak? How you doing, man? All right, so what? Hey man, hey man, our Arma picked Jax, and it didn't matter. Oh shit! All right, so what do you guys think about TL versus Mad Lions, though?
It's great for NA to get a win.
Oh, you guys are the most disgustingly salty people on this earth, though. You must have Fnatic's dick so far down your throat that you guys just can't see.
I don't like the comp at all for Mad Lions. I think
the comp was really bad. Yeah,
most of the time I would actually like the Alfari, but not in this comp. And yeah, I don't think Rel's are a great support anymore. Teams have been trying it, like MSI, and it has like failed every time. I don't like Twisted Fate for Humanoid. I think he can play so many better champs for this, and yeah, then there's the J4 trash. I do like the Jax pick. That's about it, though.
Like, it was good seeing TL play aggressive, though. It was good seeing them play aggressive. We know that they played aggressive in the LCS 2021 Summer Split playoffs.
There's zero problem playing aggressive against this comp. Easy. Fuck, just gave it to them.
Not exactly. They just got their asshole open a little
tactical, still useless. Please, this guy has been playing so bad this year. He should be in Academy next year. Holy fuck.
TL Reckless, though, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, I would actually like that. And, honestly, they're all like toxic fucks on Team Liquid, so that would be a good fit. So, same thing with TSM.
Do you guys think Mad Lions could bounce back, though? Because Mad Lions is not a good best-of-1 team, though. Do you guys factor this in? Mad Lions is not that good of a best-of-1 team. They're a better best-of-5 team.
I mean, I think they'll... Who's in there? It's LGD or whatever.
LNG and Gen G.
LNG, sorry. And then, them, honestly, fuck, I don't... This group's just a shit show. It could go either way, honestly. I feel like all of them are going to kind of be, like, fucking tied by the end of, like, the first few weeks. When they all play 3 games. There's a real possibility.
TL start 2-1, because I don't think Gen G is that good. I
feel like all of them are going to be like 2-1, 1-2 first, so I don't see anybody pulling ahead in this group. It's going to be a shit show. There's going to be like possibly like group,
what about this? A. What about this? TL get first, Cloud9 gets second. They face each other on the opposite side of the bracket.
I would honestly like that. Then Jensen's going to beat them.
I mean, listen. I just want one team from NA to make it out. If we get one team, that's already progress.
That's progress. That's good.
Yeah, I would like it to be 100 Thieves, but I don't think it will happen at all.
No.
Like, I don't know, whose ceiling do you think is higher, TL's or 100 Thieves?
Ceiling, okay.
I think both ceilings are decently high, though, compared to their players.
They're about the same, but TL, I think I would give just the edge because of the top lane, but...
Alright, so that's pretty much that. The last game to go over is LNG versus Gen G. I'm pretty sure Gen
G stomped the shit out of them. I was so surprised.
Wow, shocker.
Gen G's came back, baby. Let's go. What it was?
You didn't like that team. You
I just hate when you win. I don't like when you win, Warren.
I don't.
Oh, I mean, I won today when Cloud9 lost, so I don't even care. I don't care.
Oh my god, I hate guys. Warren always like just going hard at me. He hates me. All right, Gen G played up against LNG, and I'll be honest, guys. I didn't get a chance to watch most of the game. I saw the first part, and then I passed out because I was just napping after work. I knew Gen G won, but I'll ask you guys, what did you guys think about this game?
I don't know what happened in the mid to I feel like they didn't play through.
All I knew is kind of Rascal kind of fucked them near the end, like 1v4. That's all.
Yeah, it's just like I don't understand. Like Ale was still doing good, even though Ale was fine. I just don't know what happened in the mid game. It's not even a drafting because their draft is actually pretty good. Like they have scaling, they have Aphelios, they have Lee for setup. I don't think they were used to this caliber of a LCK team. I think next time they do this, they're gonna win. I have LNG coming out of this group. It's probably the best team. This is my dark horse. They're the Suning. I really think they're the Suning of this year. So
I think LNG are good. Yeah. Go ahead, Sean.
No. What do you think about Iwandi? Honestly,
Iwandi. I don't think he's that. The bot lane's okay. I like the bot lane, but I think he should be better than Life though. Life is not that good.
Yeah,
you know?
I can't tell if he's good or not. Like with every play he does, I don't know.
Do you think he's a mini healer thing?
Sort of, yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, like ZX says, we put our star player on a useless jung relative to the enemy comp. The Reaper troll drafts are starting to show. Oh my god.
Yep. When it matters, he just fucking. It's like he's in a movie, a sports film, and he's like pulling out all these fucking weird comps like OG and Dota 2. Like, oh yeah, like the finale of a film, like the climax. No, you're just gonna get dick stomped by. Holy fuck.
Zero says, Genji completely outclassed them. It was surprising to me. I didn't even think it would be that easy. I did not think Genji would play like this. Well, what kind of team am I seeing? A team that actually doesn't just grief over and play slow as fuck and just play so lifeless in the game? What kind of team is this?
Yeah, is this group of players on Genji gonna actually do something now, or are they just gonna be the new RNG, just making quarters and semis every time, just sticking
Probably
to that every year?
Probably.
All right, so that covers all that. Time to do our predictions, boys. Our predictions for today's game. So if you guys watch this, whenever you do, then I wanted to have at least a main stage of group games to go off of before we do our predictions, because we don't have Worlds 2021 group stage day 2. Can Cloud9 beat FPX? Please, please, please beat FPX, dude.
I don't want them to. So
they have a chance, honestly.
Dude,
I think they can catch them off guard. Honestly, I think is Nautilus in this meta at all?
No, I don't know why they picked it. That was so dumb.
Yeah.
Oh god. Hey, I still have to get some icons actually. I still gotta get the icons that I'm missing.
I'm just missing Rogue. I'm not getting LCK. Only LCK one I got was T1 because Faker. That's it.
You hate the LCK, dude. What did they do to you?
Because LS is like a scrotum sucker, so.
One guy makes you not like all the teams. Are you high as hell?
I just don't like their style. Like I don't like. The only team I wanted Afrika to make it, and they didn't make it. So why would I? I'm not gonna root. I like Keen. I don't care. I like Faker, and I think Kana's pretty good. But I don't care for Hanwha. I don't care about Chovy, and I don't care about Ruler and
those guys. Just the biggest. Are you Paul of this?
No, I just don't. I'm not saying they're not good. I just don't care for them.
Okay. How many games of Azir is Faker gonna play? Fuck.
Until his career's over, dude.
It's like he's auto Azir now.
Oh god. All right, so we have the prediction, guys. Let's go with some games. All right, so today's games will be the match of the day, T1 versus EDG. Who takes this?
EDG. That's easy.
T1.
You're stupid. You're really stupid.
I just want to make sure you don't win shit here.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say T1, even though it's probably not gonna happen.
Wow, you're really on his coconut cocaine? Like
EDG would probably beat them in a best of 1, but I'm gonna take T1 anyway because fuck you.
I had T1 getting out first, and then EDG, then 100 Thieves. So yeah,
Okay.
T1's winning this shit.
Psychotic people, you guys are psychotic. Right.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Rogue here. They're gonna be Vitality.
Vitality? You mean damn? They're not being damn one. Come on, Sean. Why are you trolling?
I think they're gonna Rogue there.
Okay.
The cap is real on you too.
I'll say T1, Damn1, Hanwha, RNG. I have to go with Cloud9. I know FPX are probably going to win. I'll go with Cloud9.
RNG, and then I'm going to go Cloud9. They'll catch them off guard.
100 Thieves or Dead Nation, fuck me. 100 Thieves should win this.
I would laugh if Definition, but I hope they win.
Han was winning. Okay. RNG's winning. FPX is winning. 100 Thieves is winning. Mad can beat Genji, and I'm gonna have LNG beat TL. So
yeah, I'm gonna say Mad's gonna win that game because they're gonna make up for it. I think it's gonna be a super close one though. They're gonna barely do it, and then LNG. I think Iwally and them are gonna like fucking catch tactical off guard Inton and open it up. So I'll go them there.
Yeah, there's a good chance. That fucking 100 like Dead Nation Folks does beat 100 Thieves. Like they beat Cloud9, so it's definitely possible. Like C9, I hope they can beat FPX. Please beat FPX. Holy shit.
I think they could, honestly. But
all right, I'll say T1, Damn1, Hanwha, RNG, Cloud9, 100 Thieves, Mad Lions, and LNG.
I definitely don't think they'll win the rematch against FPX.
I definitely don't think they have to get at least 2 wins this fucking time in group stage to make sure they at least have a shot at getting out. If they can secure 2 wins and get 2 more anywhere else next time they play, it's going to be a whole lot more easier than starting off fucking 0-3. They start 0-3. I don't think this team bounces back.
I think Group D is sort of like the Group A in 2018 with Flash Wolves, G2 in them.
Yeah, because I just don't think that if they start 0-3, they have the mental fortitude to just straight up bounce back. I just don't think.
I mean, FlyQuest was zeros, almost made it out. They just needed 1 win in 2020, and that was a hard group.
TES was trolling, but
oh come on, man! Why? So if TES was trolling, then guess what? I guess TL was trolling because they should have got out of their group.
Yeah, TL was just choked.
TL started running it down. And running down the good way, and then they still didn't make it up because, G2 didn't want to win against Suning for them. But who knows, right?
Yeah, and Mad was trolling against the last game of MSI against Cloud9, but Fudge did actually just play that good, but the rest of them, just trolled.
So, guys, that's pretty much it. I'll be awake tonight to watch some of these games, actually. I'll mostly be awake by the time Cloud9 and FPX go at it. I swear to God, if I watch that live and they lose, I'm going to,
They're going to lose.
Thank you, Warren. Thank you. No faith. Warren is literally no.
No, I didn't want the. First of all, why would I root for the team that knocked my team out? That's silly.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. if FPX wins and I see them just stomping perks 5 deaths.
Yeah, the thing with FPX versus Cloud9 is that Tian and Doinby's mid jungle synergy is way better than Cloud9's. That's the thing. But
so Yankos is honestly, I don't like Yankos staying on G2 because I feel like I don't like the chemistry as much with Caps. Honestly, I feel like they could find a better jungler. And then I was also hoping he would go to Cloud9 because then the chemistry there with perks would be saved.
Ziak, hey man, I had 100 of these winning against Nation Focus me. I hope the NA teams win. I hope they do. Do I think it's gonna happen? Who knows, right? Who knows? I hope Cloud9 wins, but I don't think it's going to happen. I hope they win, but I want them to win. And that's pretty much it, guys. Anything else you want to say before the games play out today? EDG definitely can beat Team 1. If EDG get first place in their group, I'm not surprised either because they're also really good, The only concern I have with EDG is that Viper and Mako looked kind of suspect today, but it is just day 1, so it's not that big a deal personally, There'll be more podcasts throughout Worlds. When is there going to be a break day between group stage? I think there is, right? After day 3, they'll play games on Thursday. They return on Friday. So on Thursday, we should have a show where we have talked about all these games and all the games from like days 2 and 3. So on Thursday, expect the show. And if there's any more off-season news, then I'll definitely drop it.
All I have to really say is I think EDG is going to snowball that game, and T1 is going to try to force and an int.
All right, with that, that's it, guys. All right, I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I'm the Nightwing, and Wave Life Esports is signing out, guys. Peace. Have a good day. See you guys later. Goodbye. I'll see you guys on Thursday. I don't know what time on Thursday. Probably like 8:30 p.m. PST or
when your dad comes back.
When my dad comes back, that works too. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Peace.